Hi, this is Armelle 6 again, and I'm very happy to see you today. I want to talk to you today about conscious parenting. How, as a parent, can you make a difference in this world? And how can you meet your children, maybe in a way that you might never have met them yet? So, I want to talk to you about that because I think it has a huge impact on life, but also a huge impact on society and the world that is today and what we can create for tomorrow. So, what is conscious parenting? For me, it's about learning to be present in the moment, present with your kid. When you are fully present in the moment and present with your kid, you will see that they are asking far less than usual. If they ask a lot of your attention, it's often because you are not present. So look at your kids and see that most of the time, even when they are crazy, shouting, screaming, or fighting with each other, they are actually calling you to presence. Try that. You're fighting, they're angry, they shout, and try to stop everything. And instead of shouting at them, which would make it only worse, try to just come back here, be present, ground yourself, and see if it changes something, because most of the time it will. So start to look at your child as a way to reconnect you to what's true us, to the present moment, to be here. Listening is an important part. If you deeply listen to them, which is also about being present in the listening, and you give them your full attention without telling them what they should do, without giving them advice, except if they ask for it, but you can also bring question back to themselves instead of giving them advice, because one thing that is important that you need to know about listening is that your children are already whole. They already come with everything within themselves. And we can be the one that is actually helping to dig that out of themselves and bring it about, so that they know that they have this wisdom, this well of wisdom within themselves. You do too, by the way. But here we're talking about your children. So listening in that way will make them feel loved, mattering, super important, that you also have confidence with, it will make them confident, and that you actually trust them. So listening is super important. Another thing also is actually realizing that they are whole being already. So they come whole, so which is that you can tap into their wisdom. You can really talk to them as if you were talking to me, instead of talking to them as if they were little and not knowing anything, and you are the big and they don't know. They actually know already so many things, and sometimes you can be very surprised because they might have more wisdom than you. Just only because as a grown-up, what happens is that we have filters, we have limiting beliefs, we are conditioned, and so we are not tapping into our truth the same way that kids are. And that's something that changes a lot. Another thing that is important is that your children are not your children, as was saying Khalil Gibran, the poet, which means that they are the children of life. So we are here to be a guide, and I would invite you to ask yourself, what is your belief about parenting? What do you think a parent should be, should do, should not be, and should not do? And try to check, is it coming from me or my parents or society, or is it the truth about me? Are you the parent that you always wanted to be? Are you with your kids the way you want to be with them? And if not, start changing now. Don't guilt trip yourself, because what you did in the past doesn't matter. What matters is now. Now is the only moment, and you can make a difference. If you're not the one that you wanted to be, start now, and you will make a difference. And one last thing that I would like to talk to you about your kids is don't interfere. The power of not interfering. Sometimes we have so many ideas about how family life or parenting should be that we are actually after our kids all the time, trying to micromanage them and control them. Did you see that it doesn't work? That it only makes you more angry and stressed, but it doesn't work. So stop it. Stop trying to interfere with the course of life and start to go with it, go with the flow. If your kid tell you, I'm not hungry, I don't want to go and eat, don't force him to eat because you think that he has to. Maybe he's connected to his body and he knows that he's not hungry. So start to trust him and to experience more and more listening and trusting him. Because what it does is that when you trust his own wisdom and what he's telling you, it helps him trusting himself. So he will grow with this confidence. And I'm sure that there's one thing as a parent that you want to give to your kids. You want to give him everything that is necessary for him to stand on his 2 feet when he will be a grown-up, and that he can go through whatever in life, that he will always know how to get back on his feet even if he falls, right? Yeah, I'm sure that it's what you want as a parent. So what is important about that is knowing that in order to do that, you have to start trusting them when they say something and supporting them and going in the direction that they are telling you. So if you do that, you'll see it will make a whole difference. I hope this was helpful for you, and if you want to know more, I will soon have my online course that is in French, translated in English, and please just come back and check. And there's also online classes and sometimes seminars. So I wish I will meet you someday, and I wish you a wonderful time, because parenting is something where you can grow so much. So have fun with your kids, try, experience. You cannot make any mistake, and you are always the perfect parent for them. Thank you so much for being the parent you are. I know it's not easy every day, but I know also you're doing your best and you're doing a great job. Thank you.